Hello, everybody. My name is Lachar, and I'm here to announce my 10th Eco Community server. That's right, 10. Crazy. Never thought I'd make it through 10 community servers, but here we are. It will be on January 14th. That is a Saturday, starting at noon Eastern Time, which is 5 p.m. UTC. Patrons, of course, as always, get in 1 hour early. If you're interested in being a patron and supporting me, getting in an hour early, some other benefits as well, check the link in the description. Speaking of links in the description, link to my Discord is also there, which is where you will want to check in order to see how to join a server and some other good information there as well. So it'll be similar to my last server, but there definitely is a few changes there's going to be this time. Laws going to be very similar. If you're curious what laws I have in a server, I did a video that went over all the laws a couple servers ago. It might have changed a bit since then, but I'll link that law video in the description. You can check that out if you're curious. One thing that we are going to modify though is the UBI, the Universal Basic Income. People were kind of abusing it, just going AFK and letting their bank account build up. So basically, the UBI is as long as you're logged in, you get paid a little bit I guess it's every minute or every hour, up till you have X amount of wealth, and then it stops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower that threshold for wealth so that it stops a little sooner. Also, there is an option that I might put in to auto kick people that are AFK. I'm not sure about that one yet, but even if I put that one in, I mean, it's going to be like, you're not going to get kicked out for being AFK for 5 minutes. So the threshold will be much higher than that. But laws and currency will be in place on day one. You will get some currency to start. Government stores will be back. As always, they will be buying resources, as I always have been. If you're curious what I mean by that, you can just check some of my videos from old servers. The XP rate on my server is always a little bit slower than it is on a standard server. You can expect to have probably 5 stars by the time we shoot down the meteor. Speaking of the meteor, there is a meteor. It is on a 60-day timer, however. I expect it'll be shot down 5 to 6 weeks into the server. It'll be shot down on the weekend, so it'll be like probably exactly 5 or exactly 6 weeks. The server will stay going even after the meteor. Basically, it stays going until we're ready to make the world for the next server. And if there is people still playing, if there's only a few people, one thing I'll do is I'll go in and I'll jack the XP rate up for those people so that they can get some extra stars so that they can, see that way you can have an economy with only say 4 or 5 people. Mods. So last server we had 3 mods. We had the big shovel, we had the whetstone, and the colored blocks. As you can see, will not rate at this very second, but the footage from last server, you can see people using the colored bricks in particular. The colored blocks will not be back. It has not been updated for 9.7. Whetstone and Big Shovel will be back. The server will be on 9.7 point whatever. I think it's like 9.7.6 right now. It'll be on the newest patch anyway. Research will be done by the government again, as it has the last couple of servers. So what this means for anybody who's new to the server, you can't make your own research table. The government will buy the things needed for research at a very good price and then sell the scrolls at a very reasonable price. Everything will be unlocked on a schedule. Now there's some colored bricks, there's some white bricks. And if you want to see the exact schedule, you can find it on the Discord. One thing I like on my servers, I like to discourage large groups of people from like joining together, like really fully joining together, if that makes sense. I'm like, like 2 people is fine. Like I'm not going to tell married couples they can't play together. 3 people, I guess, is okay, but I really don't want to see any groups larger than 3. It just ends up kind of messing up the economy when you have one large group that can kind of either starve the economy or over or control it. You know what I mean? So, spoilage. Spoilage. I don't like spoilage. Nobody seems to like spoilage. Their implementation of it is kind of whack. So, spoilage will either be completely removed or at least modified to be much friendlier. I'm not sure exactly how much I want to change it yet. Like either it'll take twice as long for stuff to spoil, or it'll take so long for stuff to spoil that spoilage will not even be an issue. I haven't decided exactly which yet, but spoilage in its current implementation is a no go as far as I'm concerned. They need to add a use for compost other than fertilizer. Anyway, world size going to be slightly smaller than my last few servers. Not a lot, just because back when I had a smaller world, some people were like, "Oh, you need a bigger world," so I made a bigger world. Now there's a few people who are like, "Oh, can we have a smaller world?" So I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller. I might tweak like the biome settings. I want to make sure there's enough desert. That like I feel like if I make the world smaller, some biomes such as desert will be overly cramped. So I might play with the settings so that there's a little more desert, even in the smaller world. The server is I use host havoc. The server had been in NA West. I've moved the server to NA East. I said I was going to do this last server and I didn't, but I actually did it. I did it earlier today because I have so many people from Europe on my server. So NA East should be better for them. I apologize to the people who live in Western NA. It'll be not quite as good for you. And I really apologize to anybody from Asia or Oceania. I know I have a few Oceania folks. I don't know if I have many Asians. Um, but yeah, that is what it is. There's also a spreadsheet linked on the Discord where you can go in, you can put in what profession you're planning to take, like, you know, butcher or cook. Um, and you can see what other people plan to take, just so like if like 10 people are planning to be a farmer, well, maybe some of those people should plan something different, for example. Or if there's nobody taking glassworking, well, maybe somebody should take glassworking, just for example. One last thing, there won't be a let's play series from me like there has been in the past. I will be streaming 2 3 times a week from the server. I'll be doing server tours and you know building stuff on stream and whatnot. But other than that, other than those streams, I'll be working on guides for eco while I play. Um, so I feel like it'll just be better. It'll be easier on me to not have to try to come up with a let's play video every day because I know that was a big part of the burnout I had last server. But I'm fresh. I'm ready to go here. And I feel like not doing a daily let's play will be much easier on my mental health. So I think that's it. I don't think I forgot anything. If I did, I apologize. Um, but yeah, join the Discord. Links in the description down below. Um, January 14th, well, the Saturday. I was going to say next Saturday, but depends when you're watching this video. It may not make sense. Um, but yeah, hope to see everybody back from my previous servers. Hope to see some new folks. We usually get a good mix. We got a really good group of people. Um, I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. Be good to each other. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.